Hey, good morning, everybody. Lawrence Michael, Operations Manager for Air Quality Remediation. Making a video this morning that I never wanted to have to make. I'll give you a little bit of backstory, but as always, we start with our containment door. This isolates the affected area from the unaffected area. As always, we have our caution tape up and our warning signage letting everybody know the only people that are allowed inside are authorized personnel and what PPE they're required to wear. So when we go downstairs into the affected area, which in this case is the basement, like I said, I never wanted to have to make a video like this. It may be kind of hard to hear. We do have our negative air machine running. I'll show you guys this real quick and then I'll turn it off. So as always, we have our containment door set up. We have our negative air machine running, which is a HEPA negative air machine. Again, HEPA stands for high efficiency particle air machine. We haven't started the remediation yet. We just got set up, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off just to make it easier for everybody to hear me. As I said in the beginning, I never wanted to have to make this video. I never thought I would have to, but I think it's important to go ahead and go through what these homeowners have experienced. As always, we have our HEPA vacuum and our antimicrobial solution and all of our PPE, so Tyvek suits and full face respirators and everything. But in a nutshell, I got a call the other day. The homeowners had a concern of some moldy smell in the basement of their home. And when I get here, I find out that a remediation, and I put that in quotations, a remediation company came in and did a quote-unquote remediation in the basement area. This is an unfinished basement, so it's just a wide open space. The homeowners really don't have much items in this basement area, so it should be a relatively simple remediation procedure. As always, if any of you have watched my previous videos, you know that the IICRC's S520 mold remediation standard and guidelines dictate that you build a containment and set up negative air pressure before you do any type of remediation procedure. All the technicians that are on the job need to be certified in mold remediation. They have to wear all the required PPE. So again, that Tyvek suit, the full face respirator, they need to be clean shaven. They need to have P100 or better filters to stop the particulates and the mold spores. So long story short, I come and look at this quote unquote remediated basement. And I apologize if I'm frazzled or upset about this project that this other company, and I won't name names, it's not professional, it's not the right way to go about things, but I will say that this company took advantage of these homeowners. They're an elderly couple. Obviously, homeowners don't know about mold remediation. Most homeowners never have to deal with mold or water damage in their home, so they call in an expert. That's what, if you're a person in your industry, if you're a person in your field, you're supposed to be the expert. The homeowners call you for your expert opinion. And when they pay you money to do a project and you leave the project worse than when you started, I have a problem with that. Here at AQR, here at Air Quality Remediation, we have what's called business ethics. We have a mission statement and a vision statement that really shows how involved we are in making sure that people are healthy, happy, and safe in their homes or their offices or any other indoor air quality concerns that they may have, that when we're done the project, they don't have those concerns anymore. And it really upsets me when people in the industry do things that aren't sanctioned, they aren't certified, they aren't insured, they aren't licensed, they don't do things correctly, and it really upsets me. And not only that, when they take advantage of an elderly couple, it really pisses me off. And I'm sorry for my language. I'm sorry if people are upset about that, but I'm pretty upset about the way that this this homeowner was treated. So I want to give you a look. So again, remember, this is after a quote-unquote remediation was completed. So let's just take a flashlight. No special tools, no special instrumentation. Let's just take a flashlight and put it on this drywall. And all this fuzzy, circular, easy to see mold growth on this drywall is still everywhere. All this mold growth on every piece of drywall. And again, because it's not a finished basement, there isn't a lot of it. But on every piece of drywall is this mold growth. Again, over here, as we walk through, just going up the steps. Over here, all this fuzzy, circular mold growth right here, which is pretty easy to see. Look at that. This is after a remediation was done. This is after the homeowners paid $10,000 to have this remediation done in their basement. This is after they've had health concerns, they're now sick, and upon talking to the homeowners, and we'll go through and look at all the wood joists and the decking as I'm talking so you guys can see, everything that I'm seeing, but after talking to the homeowners, this company didn't build a containment, they didn't set up negative air pressure. The technicians, the workers, they're not even technicians, the workers that were here didn't have PPE on, they didn't wear suits, they didn't wear respirators, they didn't wear rubber gloves or booties, or they ruined the homeowner's rug because they were walking in and out of the basement area without suits on or booties on or anything else. In reality, all they did was go around and paint the block walls, the concrete foundation block walls. That's all they did. Which, if any of you have watched any of my previous videos, you know that mold can't grow on concrete. Now it can eat the paint that's on block walls, so it can grow on the paint that's on the concrete foundation walls, but it won't grow on the concrete itself. It can land on there and still would need to be decontaminated, but it can't eat the concrete. Concrete is made up of mostly silica dust, and that's just something that mold can't eat, just like fiberglass from fiberglass insulation. But if we walk through, like I said, all they did was paint the concrete block walls. And they did a pretty shitty job at that. So there's paint on the floor. Now I don't know what kind of paint they used. It was written in their report, their very minimal report, that they used Foster 80-20, I believe, is what they noted. Now, Foster 40-20 is the correct encapsulant that you would use for encapsulating a mold-affected surface. But per the manufacturer's specifications, in order for the Foster 40-20 to be effective, and in order for the Foster 40-20 to maintain its manufacturer's warranty, you have to go through the steps beforehand in order to make sure that that encapsulant does what it's supposed to do. So that process includes, as always, building a containment and setting up negative air pressure before you start anything. But then if there's mold on a surface and your plan is to encapsulate it, before you encapsulate it with Foster 40-20, it has to be wire brushed, HEPA vacuumed, sanitized with an antimicrobial solution, and then encapsulated at least 10 mils thick. So that's at least 10 millimeters thick. So it should be a thick white color all the way around. Now, again, I don't know what kind of paint they use. They said they use Foster. I don't know if that's true. I don't believe anything that they say, because this remediation was a piss poor example. And like I said, it really upsets me that not only do they make everybody in the industry look bad, it makes homeowners feel like you can't be trusted, like you're selling snake oil, like you're just trying to separate them from their money. Not only that, they're an elderly couple that have health concerns. I mean, look, there's mold all over this wood joist that they didn't touch at all. charged them $10,000 to come in and paint some concrete foundation. They were here one day. Charged them $10,000 for one day. So now we're here to do the remediation correctly. You can see on this PVC right here, there's mold all over this PVC. All over this PVC. And if we go the other direction, all over this PVC here, on the wood joist behind it. Follow the PVC down, it's all over PVC here. All over the tank because it's sweating, because they didn't actually address any relative humidity issues. They didn't install a dehumidifier, didn't address a French drain system, anything. But now, so we are here to do the remediation correctly, and we'll probably be here for probably 7 days to do the basement correctly. And unfortunately for the homeowners, because this company came in and did their work without a containment and without negative air pressure and without their workers wearing suits and walking through the house, now the entire house is likely to be contaminated. So now we have to decontaminate the entire house to be able to warranty that, yes, we got all the mold spores out of the house, and yes, you won't have any health concerns due to mold growth. So now, not only did the homeowners, I'm going to crawl in this crawl space so you can see. So not only did the homeowners pay, an obscene amount of money for people to come in and do no work, now they have to pay even more money to have the job done correctly and to fix what the other company did to begin with. Again, more mold spores on PVC piping, and it runs all the way through the crawl space. I mean, it's just, it blows my mind. I don't want to waste too much of your guys' time, going through the whole basement and the whole crawl space, because it's everywhere. I mean, there's mold growth all on this piece of wood. When we do a crawl space remediation and there isn't a concrete floor, it's a dirt floor, this plastic cover that they have paint all over needs to have a moisture barrier put down and installed. You can see where they just, stopped painting because there was plastic there. But there needs to be a moisture barrier installed here in this crawl space to prevent water incursion and then leading to future mold growth issues. They didn't do that either. They just came in, like I said, painted some stuff, said, these elderly homeowners, they'll never crawl in the crawl space to check. They'll never check our work. They'll never, we'll never hear from them again. And right on their paperwork, unfortunately, it says, no guarantee that mold growth will not reoccur. Well, the problem is it didn't reoccur. You never addressed it to begin with. And I know I'm rambling on, and I know I'm taking up a lot more of your time than I had anticipated, but I'm really upset about the way this company conducts themselves. Again, more mold growth here. Like I said, I'm just really upset with the way this company conducted themselves. I'm really upset how they tried to take advantage of homeowners, and again, it makes us all look bad. It makes us all look like we're just selling snake oil and lying to people. And but I just wanted to let everybody know that there are good remediation companies out there. There are honest, hardworking companies out there that will do the job correctly, that'll make sure you're healthy, happy, and safe in your home, that have business ethics and are honest and operate with integrity and not with impunity, and aren't out there just to steal money from people. So if anybody out there needs any help with any indoor air quality concerns at their residence or commercial property, or if, God forbid, you've run into a different remediation company that either didn't do the work correctly, or now there's mold growth back in an area that was supposed to be remediated before, give us a call. We can come in, and we offer free visual assessments, so it doesn't cost you any money for us to come out, look at everything, see what's going on. If there is an issue and things need to be remediated, we can come in and complete the remediation correctly. I hope nobody else out there is dealing with this kind of issue. I will be helping the homeowners through the process of filing a lawsuit, and we'll testify as an expert witness on their behalf. We'll bring in an industrial hygienist to do an air sample test to show that yes, there are these huge amounts of mold spores in the basement area, and it's absolutely a health concern with their pre-existing conditions and their, the fact that they are older. So hopefully nobody else has had to deal with this company or deal with a shisty kind of remediation company in the past. But if anybody has, definitely give us a call. We're on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, because we deal with fires and floods as well. So again, I never wanted to have to make this kind of video, but I thought it was important to show that there are shysters out there in every industry. And, we're just out there to try to help people. So again, if anybody has any indoor air quality concerns or needs any help, give us a call. Check us out on our social media pages or visit our website. Like I said, call us anytime. We'll come out and do a free assessment and get everything taken care of for you. So I appreciate everybody's time. Again, I'm sorry I'm so animated and so frazzled, but we look forward to seeing you on the next video, and I'll do a follow-up video once we complete the remediation correctly so that everybody can see what it's supposed to look like when the remediation is done. So I'm going to get this negative air machine turned back on, have the guys get suited up in all their PPE, and start doing the remediation correctly. So thanks everybody for your time, and we'll see you on the next video.